This is my 1981 Mercury Capri. This is the second time that I buy this car, and I gotta fix everything I did the first time. And then more. So this is the list of stuff I gotta do. Yeah, it's gonna take a little bit. Alright, so the first order of business is putting the rear brakes back together so that I can then bleed the brakes and see if I fix the brakes. And on top of that, this is my park brake cable. When I swapped the rear end to a limited slip, I didn't want to with that, so I literally just cut all the cables. So I'm going to be fixing that today too. My favorite part about drum brakes is how simple and easy they are to work on. I love drum brakes.
Hey guys, Chris Fix here today. I'm going to show you.
We started this at like 8:30 and it is now 12:07. We've completed the first one. I lost a bracket and we had to call all the part stores and go looking for parts, and then we got home because no one had it, and then I found it. So we're done half. So this is the rear brake line or brake hose that controls all of my rear braking. And this is where it was resting on the exhaust. It's a miracle that didn't go through. There we go. Maybe you gotta do like the TikTokers. This is my brake line. Can you see that? Yep. So the fittings were seized on the old brake line and twisting the brake line when I took it out. So I'm going to remake that brake line now and then bolt everything back up, and hopefully we have brakes now. I've crafted a brake line after only forgetting to put the fitting on once and having to redo it. So now let's bolt this up. We're gonna bleed the brakes and see what happens. So after trying to install the brake line, one fitting is not the same as the other, and I did not know that until I tried to install it. So now we gotta cut the brake line again. Hopefully it's still long enough, and put a new fitting on it. I've made the brake line again. Let's do it again. The brakes are done. So I'm gonna hang up part brake cables real quick, and then we'll bleed them, and then brakes. All right. Well, I'm glad there's still that much in there because it was leaking. Okay, the problem is I think I'm one I want to see on two. I got it. It's old. New one. All right, so we bled the brakes. Everything seems to be working. Now we're gonna put the new drums on. Oh, I bought 5 lug drums. Well, I guess that means we gotta take these out. And now we're gonna put 5 lugs back in. I forgot where I put them. Now, normally when you do something like this, you would change the wheel bearing and the seal while you're here. I'm not gonna do that, and I'm gonna hope for the best. Ha! I think that's a problem. If I'm not mistaken, that's a problem. Oh yeah, that's a problem. Alright, so turns out these $100 Facebook Marketplace axle shafts are definitely not for this car. So now I gotta buy new ones. It's now the next day. Rear end is still taken apart because we're waiting for axle shafts that I have ordered now. But we're gonna bring the old ones to a local machine shop and see if they can do anything with it. In the meantime, for now, we can cross off a few items here. Rear brakes. Took all day, but we did them. Brake lines. Hopefully we don't have to do any more. Brake hose, that was rubbing on the exhaust. That has been fixed and was painful. E-brake cables. E-brake is actually working now. Axle shafts, we'll put a question mark because, you know, we're working on it. Brakes are bled. And we still have a decent amount and a second list in the back. It's now been like a week since we last filmed, but I got some new parts. So finally, 5 lug axles are in, brake drums are on. As you can see here on my old axle shafts, my wheel bearings really weren't bad. They weren't wearing into the axle shaft at all. Although since I do have the new ones, I probably will put them in eventually. But for now, just to get the car back on the road, we're all set. So finally took it for a ride. The rear end only spins one tire. We found out on a closed racing course in Mexico. It's supposed to lock both, and sometimes it does, but I got clutches coming in for that. Of course, it had to rain, and we only have one wiper that probably better off without. But overall, everything's good. Coolant temp's good, oil pressure's good, the brakes work, so can't really complain too much. So as you can see, the car runs and drives, although it still needs a little bit of work. There's some extra things I want to do to it. But in the meantime, we're working on body work and making it all one color. So if that's something you want to see, we're going to have a video on that. So make sure you're subscribed and keep an eye out for that.